Alrighty, so this is another thing I've been needing to make a video on, which is the McFarlane Toys Warhammer 40,000 officially licensed Lieutenant Titus from Space Marine 2. I've already got the figure out of here. I just wanted to show the box. This was $29.99 on Amazon. I believe that was actual, MSRP. I like Space Marine 2. Had a lot of fun with it. Didn't realize they were making a Titus figure. So by the time I looked at it, it was like currently unavailable, pre-order sold out. I was like, dang, but I had it on my list. And then one day I was notified like, hey, whatever on your list, buy it now. And I was like, what? And a pre-order had opened up for it. So I pre-ordered it. And then again, it went right back to currently unavailable. So I just lucked out. Somebody canceled their pre-order and I was able to get it, which is awesome. But yeah, simple box art, nothing too crazy, honestly. But I do have the figure here with me. I do want to show, so it does come with this little character card. Ultramarines, Demetrian Titus is a former firstborn captain and commander of the Ultramarines 2nd Company, and later a Primaris Marine lieutenant of the same company, who has fought for the Imperium of Man for more than 200 Terran years. His exploits earned him a reputation as one of the greatest heroes of the Ultramarines. And I'm going to tell you right now, and you know what? Here, I have it with me. So the figure comes with an alt head. It's helmet on, helmet off. Okay, let's take a look. Okay. Close enough, but still, in my personal opinion, something seems a bit off, but they capture it, I suppose, well enough. I think it would have been cool to maybe have like a couple of human alt heads, like of him. And you can see where the blue paint is. Could be worse though. I mean, they did get a lot of, wrinkles and stuff good, so I can appreciate them on that. And then, of course, a little stand for your figure. But here he is, Lieutenant Titus. You know what? Here, let's move this even closer so we can get even better details. For the most part, this is pretty good. Again, $30, not bad. There's, little things I could gripe about where maybe you could have put a little bit of gray on this or whatever, because most of the armor, because of course the Ultramarines are blue, there's a lot of areas where I'm like, you could have probably filled in a little black in the gloves or in the helmet, the tubes, you could have done a little bit of black in the gray tubes and stuff, which they were just like, you know what, we got the major details out of the way, so it really doesn't matter. So for the most part, I understand it. And again, I bought this for $30, so I'm not really disappointed, but I would probably not pay aftermarket prices for this thing. It's got the jetpack. I don't personally remember his look being like this when the game starts, but it's been a minute since I've played the game, so maybe I'm wrong. But you get, the bolt gun, you get the hammer. I kind of wish it would have been the chainsaw sword, but whatever. I think it would have been cool if it was a bolt gun and one other different gun, or even a heavy bolt gun, and it would have been the hammer and the chainsaw, just to give you a little bit more accessories, because the Diablo figure I got from McFarlane came with so many accessories. I was like, damn, okay. But when it comes to articulation, I know McFarlane is not always the best about it, but I know the problem is it's very back heavy, so watch how you pose it. But it does come with, again, the bolt gun, that. So I posed it like this just as like a stationary, ready to fight pose, but obviously you can move his head left, right, not really up or down, just left or right. You can kind of get him to point the gun kind of like, you can either do shoulder facing back with the gun pointed, or shoulder kind of facing forward and kind of do like a side shot like that. Sadly, there's so much weight that you'll see it can't it cannot hold the arm up, that which is a big unfortunate thing. So you're kind of limited, you know. Okay, he's got the gun pointing down. Okay. Again, with the hammer, I mean, not so much you can do with it. I guess you could try having him hold the hammer in both hands, but it's kind of really no point. I guess more leveled down like this, and then, you know, I don't know, maybe like that. That's actually not a pretty bad pose, actually. And with all the weight being forward, it's kind of helping it balance out. And these are actual cloth right there. So that's, you know what, that's not how I had him posed on my shelf, but that's actually a pretty badass pose. But yeah, just be aware that the shoulders are so heavy that it can't really hold up. At least on mine, it's not holding up. I don't see any like horrible paint jobs. You know, everything looks like it was clearly done. There's things like, if you look here on the other side of this ribbon, it's just blue. They didn't care to color this side, even though that's the side that shows. But there's no really bad painting. Like, they even weathered the white. I'm like, okay, they did the little gold for the skull. Okay, you know, I appreciate that. It doesn't look bad. And it's not a badly sized figure either. So I have, what are these called? You know, they're like the heretics. So this is the uncolored version I have. It's from Ross, super cheap. And so compare them, they're about the same size. Obviously, what is it? Chaos Marines, I think. Let me remind you, I'm not the biggest Warhammer lore guy, okay? I know like a decent amount of the factions and some stuff, but I'm a pretty casual when it comes to Warhammer. But yeah, you can see the sizes are pretty clear. It's interesting because I would love to see this figure fully colored if they did make a version, because there's so much textured detail on it that it'd be fascinating to see how far they go with it. Maybe I might color the weapons, you know, or something, who knows. But yeah, so basically inline scale with the other Warhammer Marines from the line. But there isn't really much to say. Limited posability. I mean, here's the thing. You can move the leg. You can bend the knee. Can't really do anything with the feet. So you could, like, I don't know, maybe like, see, but I can't really push his foot out, sadly. So it's just better for me to, I don't think the thighs are really on a swivel, sadly. So hammer down, gun up, and probably just going to leave it like that. But not a bad look. So that is the Lieutenant Titus McFarlane figure that recently came out, probably a month ago, maybe like a month or two ago. And I'd say if you're a fan of Space Marine 2, definitely get it, because it's a nice size figure. There was one I wanted to get, but it's from like Premium Bandai or something. It's like $300. I'm like, no, bro, $30. I'm fine with that. So for any Warhammer fans, this is probably a highly recommend. So until next time, that is going to be it. Thank you for watching. I'm out.